broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are around the world. Welcome to November AMA. This is the last AMA for 2025. So thanks for joining. We have a couple of interesting points that we want to cover off, and would like to start by introducing a new member to our team who you probably haven't met before, Georgia. Georgia is our customer success manager, but she's also will be helping with this AMA. I'll pass it to Georgia to say a few words.
Great, thanks, Gina. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here and lovely to meet you all. I'm really excited to be at Shping. Today, we're going to be taking you through a few key areas. As always, we'll take you through the last quarter. Then we'll cover updates across the Shping app, followed by the Shping Insider program. And of course, we'll wrap up with the Q&A. So if we could just move to the next slide, please. Great. So let's get started and look at our most recent quarter before handing off to Gina. Before I do, I think it's important to show how everything is tracking within the app and the trajectory of engagement quarter on quarter. So as you can see, we are experiencing some really strong quarter on quarter growth in both engagement and platform activity, which is great. Even though the September to November quarter isn't quite over yet, sales receipt uploads have increased by 18.7% versus the previous quarter, sitting at a sales total of 17.26 million. We've also seen a little over 145,000 reviews, which has increased by 155.4%, which is actually just incredible. This growth also aligns with registered retail stores and service providers, which is now nearing close to 42,000, which is up 25.47%. So overall, it's great to see steady growth across the board, but also shows the steady adoption from both customers and brands. So I'm now going to pass over to Gina, who will take you, give you an overview of what we've been doing within the event space.
Awesome. Yes, so in the last quarter, we had a couple of events that we were part of. So we've been actually invited to SHOP. So it's Australia New Zealand SHOP organization, which is very an organization with a lot of synergy to where we're at. So they work, the members of the organization are marketeers of FMCG brands. So they join the organization for learning, being aligned with trends, what's happening in this sector, and being part of this organization will allow us to also share the information about Shping and how we're helping the industry. But another area where we are discussing the partnership or collaboration with SHOP is for Shping to become a data provider, where we'll be providing them with the regular updates on the industry insights to share with their members. So they're going to be it's going to be like a common feature of the EDM, where they're going to be highlighting an interesting data that Shping will be provided, since we have exposure to a lot of shop analytics data. So with that, we hope that it will allow us to educate the industry more about Shping, what we do and how we can help marketing professionals within the FMCG brands to improve what they're currently doing, but to do it more efficiently and to be able to meet their objectives better. The other event which we've just completed was a webinar together with Salsify and Australian Food and Grocery Council. Very successful webinar. We had over 150, I think over 150 or maybe 130. I'm not sure exactly the number. Between 130 and 150 brands attending the webinar. It's probably one of the biggest we ever had, and where Shping was talking about how we're helping brands to bridge the gap between them and customers, because one of the biggest issues that Shping is addressing and FMCG brands are facing is the lack of visibility of their end customers. Because if someone walks into the store and buys, let's say, a can of Pepsi, Pepsi doesn't know that that person have actually purchased the product. But at the same time, if someone been buying Pepsi but stopped, they're not going to know that they lost a client. So being able to see the end consumer and being able to influence their behavior or appreciate their loyalty is one of the fundamental challenges of the FMCG brands, which is the cornerstone of the retail, and retail is the largest industry in the world. So so that was an amazing webinar. We had great exposure, great questions. We're planning to add this webinar, a recording of the webinar, to our website. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen, so please check our website maybe in a couple of weeks' time and see if it's there. And we've co-hosted this webinar together with Salsify, which did a great job also presenting. They are part of the contribution in terms of the technology. So and Salsify and Shping are integrated partners that are able to deliver services a lot more streamlined and easier for brands to adopt. Let's go to the next slide. Another great event which took place last week was AEST. That was, maybe I'll let you play this quick video. So AEST, it's probably the largest crypto event in Australia. It's the second year that we've joined the event. We love this event because it gives us ability to actually get to meet a lot of our existing clients. Because it's a crypto event, most of the clients who visit are those who actually leveraging crypto, redeem Shping as crypto, which is still a very small percentage of our clients, but still. And also being able to contribute to crypto community and to showcase one of the probably few real use cases of crypto mass adoption, with us being over 300,000 members, users on platform, and everyone have some Shping coin. We have introduced that many people into crypto. So some of them don't even know that they actually have cryptocurrency, but they are getting advantage of the DeFi and blockchain without realizing that they do, which is a very important sign of the technology adoption. So it was great to be featured there, talk to industry players and network. So it was a great event. Let's go to the next one. I'll do a quick recap on our B2B offering. And the reason why I'll do that is because we've just launched another module to our Shping Connect suite of services. And to better understand where it fits and why it was created, I want to touch on the two existing modules that we currently have, and which we offer to FMCG brands. So we have Acquisition Hub. So what Acquisition Hub does, it enables brands to identify those shoppers who are currently buying their competitor products and to be able to pitch their product to them and why they need to consider that product, and take them all the way through consideration, education, to a conversion. It's a very powerful tool because, as you could imagine, if you are, and let's take Pepsi again as an example. So if you're a Pepsi brand, if we can go back, I can go back to the previous. Yep, thanks. If you're a Pepsi brand and you are investing a lot of money into marketing, your ideal marketing spend would want to go to those who are potentially a Pepsi buyer. So you won't want to talk to those who don't drink fizzy drinks or who's not into that, basically, who is not the buyer of your category. You want to talk to those who buy, for example, Coca-Cola. So currently they don't have means to identify those customers. So they can push their marketing spend through above the line, do TV ads, maybe street banners. They could advertise through Facebook and Instagram and other social media. But all they can do, they can talk about the demographic, they can talk about the age group, genders, but to see what people are actually buying, they don't have this visibility. So what Shping enables them to do is to say, I only want to talk to those who, let's say, buying Coca-Cola. So therefore they can channel all of their marketing spend on those people who really matters. And because we're removing all of the wastage, they can, instead of wasting money on talking to those people that they're not really interested to talk to, and vice versa, those people are not interested in their product, they can instead reward those who really matters and redirecting their marketing spend by rewarding the end consumer, which is the fundamental part of Web3, where everything is personalized and you're eliminating the wastage. So Acquisition Hub is a very important module of Shping platform, and it really changes how FMCG brands are able to market, identify the right audience, and convert them to be a first-time buyer. What Loyalty Hub does, a Loyalty Hub is a loyalty program that every brand can activate. So it's similar to your airline frequent flyer program, where airline gives you different perks, like maybe access to lounge or priority boarding, if you are a frequent flyer of that airline. And you as a customer, you would probably want to continue to fly with this airline to maintain your tier, even if another airline could be maybe on special or like at a better price. You would still try to use the airline that you have your loyalty membership with to maintain your perks. So we have, now that brands know who their customers are, they can have visibility of how often they're purchasing their product. They can also offer those perks. So a brand could say, look, if you're going to buy my product on a regular basis for a period of time, you are a loyal client of mine. I will give you 2% discount or whatever the discount they want to give them for your loyalty. But if you will actually buy me more than you used to be buying my product. So for example, if you move from once a month to twice a month, I'll give you a higher perks for being a loyal customer, whether it's going to be discounts, whether it's going to be freebies, samples. It's up to the brand to decide how they want to manage this loyal program. But what Shping enables them to do is to have the visibility of the customers, what they're buying, how often they're buying, and allow them to reward them for their loyalty. So that's something that brands couldn't do before because they didn't know who their clients are, how often they're buying those products. Retailers could, and that's why a lot of retailers run their own loyalty programs, but brands never were able to be part of it. So now with Loyalty Hub, every brand can activate their own loyalty program and reward those important customers of theirs to ensure that they don't churn to their competitor, even if the competitor is running a promotion, because they want to maintain the level of loyalty and perks that comes with the shopping behavior. Also, they understand that every purchase is visible and it's appreciated by the brand, where before no one knew whether they bought or didn't buy. Now they understand that there is appreciation and for their loyalty. So this is our current two modules, which are targeting FMCG brands, which is a very big part of the retail, but it's not the entire, not representative of the entire retail sector. And so what we have we created a new product which is called Media Hub. So Media Hub can be used by FMCG brands as well as any other service provider. And Media Hub combines retail media, and I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with the retail media, but what retail media is, you probably all interacted with retail media in some shape or form, but you may not know what the retail media is. So retail media is a catalog or newsletter which is sent by a retailer, where you could have different offers, and they would say, go and buy this product, it's 20% off, or that product is on special. So they have their own media channel, which they are sending out to shoppers of that particular store, and where brands can put their promo, which is linked to a discount offer. Usually it would be like 50 or 100 different brands promoting their specials. So it's very hard for them to get good traction because they are among a lot of other brands. But shoppers love it. They're able to go through different offers and see what's relevant and buy what's relevant for them. So the retail media usually linked to a purchase. So it's driving people to go in a store and purchase a product. Where the social media is more about the awareness, where you as a customer seen a promo, you learn something about a particular product, but then there is no sort of link to you going and purchasing this product. And it usually comes with, there are no offers. So if you think about your Instagram feed, all of the ads that you're seeing there, it would be an awareness, but it's rarely an offer unless it's a universal offer that goes to everyone, where they say 50% discount to anyone who walks into the store. But there is no personalization. So what Loyalty Hub, what Media Hub enables brands to do is they can push video content to Shping app users through the timeline, but also they can personalize offers for them. So for example, maybe let's go to the next page. Maybe even in the next one. So if you, those who are in Australia are probably very familiar with Shping interface and what it looks like. I think we've done a quick screen recording, if we can just quickly play that. So this is the user's timeline, where now on the timeline, we're starting to display product reviews, but between those product reviews, we can now insert brands' promos. So on the right side, you will see a mock-up of the McDonald's ad, which now can appear on users' timeline. And they can also target it because we know who is currently going to McDonald's or KFCs and so on. So therefore, they can target specific users and say, look, I want them to see this ad. So instead of going to everyone, they could personalize the promo ad, and McDonald's is not a product, so it's not an FMCG brand, even though it's not a FMCG product producer, and therefore before we couldn't cater to companies like McDonald's, but there was a lot of demand because they want to talk to our highly engaged community of users, and because we can personalize this engagement, it becomes extremely valuable. So instead of putting an ad in Instagram that goes to maybe 1 million people, but out of them only 5 or 10% are relevant, they can go through Shping and only deliver this ad to those who are very likely could consider and visit McDonald's, for example. But together with that, and I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, we can activate. We can give them an offer, which is personalized offer, which they can activate. And McDonald's could say, for this type of people who never been to McDonald's, we'll give them 20% discount. But those who been to McDonald's in the last week or two, we don't want to give this offer because they're going to McDonald's anyway. So we just want to remind them about us, and therefore the offer will not be displayed. Someone who'd been going to McDonald's before but stopped, they may give another offer, but not as big as the one that goes to first-time visitors. So being able to personalize offers is extremely powerful. And so they can combine both social media, where they push their content to a particular demographic and use it for their education, but also link that with the offer. And that's why we say that Media Hub combines the retail media, which is usually programs run by retailers, together with the social media. If we can go to the next slide. So why this is a very big and important addition to Shping Connect product range. So first of all, there is a lot of money spent on social media promotion and retail media. And being able to deliver something which is more cost effective and drives better conversion is very important. And we've the reason why we've launched this product is because we've been constantly approached by brands that we couldn't cater to with the interest to market to our audience, because they may be using the Shping app and they understand the value that we deliver by being able to personalize and link the ad to the right users. And hence, this is the reason why we created this additional module or service to our offering. But if you look at it purely from the sort of, if we zoom out and see what is the advertising delivery flow looks like. So you have advertisers on the left, who is, and I'm not sure if you can see the shading on top of these dollar signs, but we try to indicate how much each stakeholder of this entire chain investing into delivering an ad to the end consumer. So the highest investor would be the advertiser, so they're paying the most. Then it goes into DSP, they sending the ad into the ad exchange, then it's passed to the abbreviation is the SSP. This is the organization that decides which publisher the ad will go to. They negotiate the price, and then it goes to the publisher, and then it the ad finally gets delivered to the user. So the advertiser spends the most of the money, then that spend is then shared among all of the stakeholders, and the user not getting anything for sharing their time, which is the most valuable. And at the bottom, we actually indicated the effort being contributed for delivery of a single ad by all of the stakeholders. So the most valuable effort is coming from the user, because it's the user's time, and we know that the most valuable thing we have is our time and attention. So therefore, if we have to watch a particular ad because we are watching TV and our movie was interrupted and we have to watch a particular ad, or if we are on our Instagram feed and we are being forced to watch a particular ad, we are contributing our time, which is the most valuable. But in the traditional Web 2 media distribution, user is not remunerated. So they giving away the most valuable contribution into this transaction, but they're not getting anything in return, because often those ads could be even irrelevant for them. Then you have publishers, SSPs, and so on. So the advertiser, they pay money, which is obviously it has value, but if you think about it from the how valuable this is compared to our time, the user is the one who is contributing the most into this transaction. So if we could go to the next slide. Can we go to the next slide, please? With Web3, we are making user who is actually doing the highest contribution also being a recipient of the advertiser spend. So now, not only that the ads are more personalized, so these are the ads that they're actually interested in. So if they're buying something, if they already shop of that vertical, they probably more interested to know what else is available in that space. And we made them a recipient of being able to be remunerated for their contribution, which is the most important in this. If there will be no users who's going to be consuming these ads, the advertiser will not get any return, and pretty much the entire system will fail. So they're the one who makes things work, and therefore it's very important for them to be remunerated. So with our model now, the content that is delivered on their timeline, if they choose to consume it, they're also getting paid by the advertiser. So you, as a Shping app user, you now can earn additional rewards by consuming, only if you want to, consuming content of brands who want you to engage with their content. So this is a true Web3 a demonstration of how the ad distribution is changed, and how now users can make a decision what ads they want to see, and also be rewarded for those ads. So now we've connected the advertisers directly with the consumer, and enabling them to reward consumers directly for consumption of the advertising, which is helping both sides, because advertisers spending less, so they don't have to spend all of this money on the other stakeholders, but at the same time they can eliminate the wastage because they're talking to the right people, and they can reward users directly. Let's maybe, I think someone's microphone, if guys, you could mute your microphone because we're getting a lot of the traffic noise. Thanks, that's much better. Let's go to the next page. So we have recently launched Shping Insider program. So the reason for launch of Shping Insider program is that Shping is currently still in its proof of concept stage. So we're still in Australia. We are working on the international rollout, but at this stage, our exposure to the world is quite limited, because if you live in Australia, you probably get to hear about Shping through either our marketing efforts, or through because your friend is using Shping, or you're seeing people in the supermarket taking photographs of the receipts. But if you live outside of Australia, Shping has very limited visibility, which understandable, and it's sort of something that would get solved once we roll out internationally. But we have a lot of people approaching us, who could be those who've been holding Shping coins from the ICO, or maybe they purchased some Shping coins on the exchange, and they want to help us. They want to help us to spread the word around. And so what we decided to do is that we created a Shping Insider program, where anyone from around the world, as well as from Australia, can register and become a member of the Shping Insider program. With that, you could share all of our posts, or any information that you have on the program, on the project, or even if you influencer and you have your own audience, you could educate them on what Shping does as well. So by becoming a Shping Insider, you will have access to more sort of information from within our team, development team, and you'll be probably kept a bit more informed, and which will enable you to help us to get the word around and give a bit more visibility to Shping worldwide, depending on where you are around the world, until we actually launch in that region and naturally getting exposure within that region. So if any of you wish to join the program, please do. We'll also be doing small airdrops to all members for their contribution. So when you're sharing our posts on Twitter or writing something about us, as long as you use the right text, that's going to be tracked, and we will be rewarding those who is helping us to educate the Web3 community around the world. So check it out. If you go to shping.com, click on Shping Coin, you will see a registration button for Shping Insider. So yeah, we'd love to see you registering if you want to take part. Let's go to the next one. We're also working with, starting to work with some Shping ambassadors. So those, which is similar to Shping Insider, but it's those guys who already have a big following, and they usually refer to as calls, the opinion influencers in the industry. So here's an example of one of the posts of our early ambassadors who've recently joined the program. But since then, we already have, I think, about 5 or 6 ambassadors already joined the program from different parts of the world. We have people from Europe, we have people from Africa, Asia, and they like the project, and they want to help us get the word around. So you'll probably start seeing more people having in their bio that they are Shping ambassador. So whenever you see their post, please like them. They are our partners, and they're helping us to get the word around. Let's go to the next one. And we got to a Q&A. Georgia, you're on mute, just letting you know.
Perfect. Thanks, Gennady. So that ends the update section of this quarter's AMA. We now want to move into the Q&A. We have had a number of questions actually that have come in and have a pretty similar nature. So what I've done is I've grouped these questions into similar themes, just so that it's just one question and easier to answer. So I'll kick it off with some questions for you, Gennady. The first one is any news regarding the NZ integration?
Yep. So we, as we mentioned before, we are looking to expand to 2 new markets. We'll start with New Zealand and then UK. We're still working on preparing ourselves for the integration, for the rollout in those countries, which includes the integration with Just One New Zealand, which is probably not the main thing that's holding us up. There's still a few things we want to test in Australia before we move internationally, but at the same time, we do a lot of work on the localization ability to serve ads based on the geolocation. So, for example, if a brand in Australia want to reach a particular audience, they're only interested in getting this audience in Australia. It could be an Australian product, but they also sold in New Zealand, but the packaging in New Zealand is slightly different. So it's the same GTIN, but the packaging is different. So therefore, being able to ensure that users in New Zealand actually seeing content which is New Zealand specific rather than Australian. So we're doing a lot of tests on that now. But as soon as we finish all of the testing that we are currently doing in Australia, this rollout will start happening a lot quicker. And I think moving to New Zealand first, UK will follow very quickly after that. And I know a lot of people, those who follow our project, we're constantly asking us, guys, when are you expanding internationally? Believe us, we're also keen to move internationally, but we want to do it right. We want to make sure that we get it right from day one, that we don't enter a country and then realize that something has gone wrong, or we created a bad experience for those who joining the platform. So it's definitely on the agenda. It's definitely will happen. We just don't want to rush things and do things before we are confident that we are 100% ready. So we'll keep you informed. If you don't hear from us on this topic as often as you want to hear about it, it doesn't mean that we are not working on it. It's in progress, but we want to do it right.
Great. Next question. I've been an early adopter of the Shping app since 2019, and I have to say that it keeps getting better. I really like how product reviews from other people now appear in the timeline. It makes the experience so much more engaging. I'm keen to see what else is in the pipeline. Keep up the great work. Actually, not so much a question, more just really good feedback. We love that.
Yeah, so in terms of the pipeline, so there are a few things that we are working on. As you probably know, we prefer not to announce anything while it's sort of half done or in production. So please read our EDM. We're sending monthly EDMs to our app user community, and we also do regular EDMs for crypto community, which is separate. But there we're going to be announcing any new addition to the app, but there are a lot of great things coming to the app as well. A lot more personalization, more making your app experience a lot more relevant. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on those EDMs, or just check into the app. We're actually releasing new version almost weekly. So therefore, every time you're seeing a notification of the update, make sure the update to the latest version. It most likely will have some new features or improvements. But that's our IT the department constantly working on implementation of the roadmap of features that we have already planned in advance.
Awesome. Another question. I came in during the ICO and have a pretty big audience. I'm keen to do some collabs with Shping. How should I contact?
Perfect question. So this is exactly what I was just talking about. So you can reach out to us, even if you send an email to info@shping.com, it will get channeled to the right person. We'll set you up as ambassador, and you will be able to help us to get word around, and we would love to tap into your community. We could do maybe even AMAs for your community and so on. So there is a lot of things we could do. So please reach out to us. We would love to talk to you.
Perfect.
I'm not sure, Georgia, if you see there are some questions that came in.
Yes.
So feel free to go through them as well. I just want to make sure that we don't miss them.
Yeah, so the first one, any chance of getting a more varied set of boosters? I can see it's the same ones over and over, and as I'm celiac, I can't purchase 90% of them.
Awesome. Thank you very much for this question. This is definitely something we're working on, and I agree that currently our boosters may seem a bit repetitive. This is one of the things that's going to be changing soon. So the booster is going to be more geared towards your categories, and we are trying to make them personalized. So the boosters that you will be getting will be different to the boosters that your friends getting. So therefore, it's not going to be one size fits all. The boosters will become personalized. which will make it create more value for you, as well as the brands that are publishing those boosters.
Excellent. I think those, oh, perfect. You're welcome. I believe that's all of our questions for this quarter's update.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. If you are not yet following our channels, please follow us on X, pretty much any social media you wish to follow us at, Twitter, sorry, not Twitter, which is X, the Instagram, TikTok, yeah, any Telegram. Obviously, join us, our Telegram community if you're not there yet. And yeah, be more active. You'll probably see more activity from us across all of those channels. As we're preparing for the international rollout, we still want to have engagement with the global community to compensate for this stage of POC while we're in Australia, to not make you feel that you are not part of what we're creating. So therefore, we'll try to be more active and support any initiatives by you guys anywhere around the world. And yeah, let's end our AMA on that. We'll be doing another one in 3 months, so make sure that you put it in your calendar. Since we're not going to talk to you, at least through the webinars before the end of the year, wishing everyone an amazing New Year's and the festive season. We'll be doing the EDM, so we'll probably greet you from there, both the crypto and the community. But other than that, have an amazing break and speak to you next year.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Shping!